Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Well, we are going to start our chapter 3. Yes, our new chapter number 3. The name is Fiber to Fabric. Yes, we all have learned in a 6th standard Fiber to Fabric. Okay, in that chapter we have learned about some plant fibers. And now in 7th standard we are going to learn about the fibers which are obtained from the animals. Okay. So first we will see what do you mean by fiber. What is fiber? Yes, you know the answer. Yes, a very thin thread like a stranded thread, it is called fiber, right? Yes, there are two types of fiber, natural and synthetic. Yes. Very good. So what do you mean by natural fiber? The fiber which are obtained from the plants and animals, that is called natural fiber. And what about the synthetic one? Yes, the fiber which is made by man by some process or industrial process, some chemical process, that is known as synthetic fiber. Clear? Very good. Now natural fiber, the natural fiber which comes from two sources. The first is a plant and second is a animal. Yes, the cotton, flax, jute, these all are the fiber which comes from plant. Okay, and wool and silk which comes from the animal. Clear? Yes. And now we are going to learn about wool. Okay. So first we will see what is wool. Wool is a soft curly hair which is covered the body of sheep, that is called wool. So there are wool laying animals like sheep, goat, yak, camel, llama. These are the wool yielding animal. Yes. And now we are removing that upper layer of that hair in a winter or summer. Yes, what will be the answer? Yes, in a summer season. Why in summer season? Because in winter they need to cover their body. Yes, because of the cold atmosphere. So they keep their body warm with the help of that layer of wool. Understand? And when the summer season will start, we will cut that hair. Okay, so for the next year, for the next winter, till that their hair will again grow. Okay, and the next season we can also cut again. Understand? This way the wool yielding process is going on. Wool mostly obtained from the sheep because the sheep are mostly reared in India in the most of the part to get wool. The sheep has mostly two types of fleeces. The fleeces means the upper layer of that wool, that is known as fleeces. Okay, there are two types. The first one is a cross-beard hair and the second is a soft and which is close to skin. So that that fibers are very soft. Okay, so there are two types. And for that we are selecting some special kind of species to obtain that wool. So that process is known as selective breeding. Understand? Now we will see production of wool. Yes. So how the wool is produced? Okay. So first step, to take care of that sheep. Okay. So that is known as rearing. Yes. The rearing, it is a process we are providing the food, shelter and health care to that sheep. That is known as rearing. Understand? For example, we having a pet now. Yes, we are taking care of that pet. The same like that. Okay, the sheep are taken care. Time to time we are providing food. Okay, this is called rearing. And the second point is a breeding. Yes, we want a good quality of wool. So that's why we are selecting some good quality of sheep, which providing a good quality of hair. So that's why we will get good quality of wool. Okay, so this process is known as breeding. Understand? Now we will see how the wool is obtained from the sheep. Yes, there are total 6 types of ways by which we can get the wool. Okay, the first step is a shearing, second sorting, third sorting, fourth one dyeing, then combing, and then spinning. Yes, after spinning the wool is ready to make a cloth. Okay, yes, so we will see here one by one all the 6 points by which we can obtain wool. Okay. Now the first point is the shearing. So what do you mean by shearing? The process of removing the upper layer of the sheep. What is mean? Yes, the upper layer of this wool, which is known as fleeces, and this removing the fleece, which is known as shearing. Now there is a question comes in our mind that, so while cutting the hair, okay, so sheep doesn't get hurt? No, the sheep doesn't get hurt because that most upper layer of that skin, which is a dead skin, so it is not going to hurt that sheep. Now we will see the second point is sorting. Okay, so what do you mean by sorting? Yes, the cleaning, the washing of that fleeces, okay, that is known as sorting. Okay, so first we had cut that fleece of the sheep, and now we are going to clean that fleece. Okay, because that sheep they are not bathing like us. Okay, so they're having a dirt, okay, some dried sweat. Okay, so this has to remove first. So that is known as sorting. Okay, and after sorting, that fleeces will be clean, and then we will dry it. And after dried, it is ready for the third part, that is known as sorting. Okay, now in the sorting, what the people will do? Yes, the wool is not in the uniform. Okay, it will not uniform. It will be small, long, hard, soft, like that. Okay, so a person there is which will sort that, or they will sort in a uniformly. Long wool at one place, soft wool at other place. So this way they will sort out that wool, and that is known as sorting. Okay, and after sorting, it is ready for the next step, which is known as dyeing. Okay, so dyeing. For dyeing, okay, why we need to dye? Because we all need colorful clothes, right? Yes, but wool, they are mainly comes in a white, black or brown color. Yes, for the different color, we have to color that white color wool. So that process is known as dyeing, and after dyeing, that white wool will be the colorful, and after that it is ready for the combing. Yes, we are doing combing now. The same way, this process is done by a big metallic comb, okay, which has the metallic tips and which will comb the wool. And after combing, it is ready for the spinning. Yes, till combing, that fiber or that wool is completely clean. Yes, we will get that a very small thread, understand, but it is not enough. It don't have enough strength. Okay, if we make from that fiber, then our cloth cannot make because it will break, understand. So for the providing extra strength, we have to do spinning. Okay, in spinning, what we will do, that we have already learned in a 6th standard. Yes, we will make together some fibers, and we are make the strand of that fiber, and this process is known as spinning. And after spinning, the wool is ready to make a cloth, understand. Yes, and after that it will go for the knitting, yes, by hand or by machine, understand. So this was the process by which we can make a wool. Now we will see our next point, that is occupational hazard. Yes, so what do you mean by occupation? Yes, the people doing their work, their job, that is known as occupational, and hazard means something bad happened with them, that is known as hazard. Okay, yes, so what do you mean by what do you understand about occupational hazard? Yes, the risk faced by the people who are working in industry, and because of their nature of work, they have some disease. Okay, they will have some disease that is known as occupational hazard. Okay, the people who do the job of the sorting, who are the known as sorters. Okay, yes. Now, the sorting process, it is risky process. Okay, and because of that, sometimes they may get affected with the bacteria name is anthrax, and this anthrax bacteria, it is responsible for the deadliest blood disease, which is known as sorter's disease. Understand? So we can say that the sorter disease is called an occupational hazard. Understand about that? So this was the first part. I hope you all have understand about this full the process and topic. If you can't understand, then revise it again. You will understand. Okay? Thank you.